Among the funeral guests today were Prince George and Princess Charlotte, the Queen's great-grandchildren, ages 9 and 7. They were some of the youngest in the audience. Now, their little brother, Prince Louis, did not attend. So attending a funeral, never easy for anybody at any age. Blanca Cobb joins us now. She has a master's in psychology. We're talking about young kids and funerals. So, Blanca, let's start out with how funerals, I know they can be overwhelming for kids of certain ages.
Absolutely. Young children, particularly where they are developmentally, they don't understand death and particularly the permanence of death. If we think about what goes on in young children's world when it comes to video games or it comes to cartoons or animated shows, what happened? The characters will die and then they come back to life. So developmentally, they're not quite there yet. And let's say that you do have a young child that's starting to grasp the concept of death and the permanence of death. Going to a funeral can be overwhelming because just the atmosphere is very serious and the range of emotions that they're witnessing can be intimidating for some young children.
So how can you help children deal with grief, if, say that like at a public funeral in this case?
Well, first you want to explain what they can expect. Just let them know what might be happening, what they might see. Sometimes knowing what's going to happen can ease some concerns or some insecurities that they might have. Also, physical reassurance is huge. Whether it's a hug, it's a kiss on the cheek, a rub on the back, even holding their hand is going to make them feel great or better, I should say. And then also, as parents or as adults, what you want to do is model what you expect of the young children. So they're going to be watching you because you're so influential in their life. They're going to be watching how you're walking, how you're greeting people, how you're holding yourself, how you're carrying yourself, and they're going to model it. So please expect that as well.
So let's say you're in the middle of it, so it's during the funeral or maybe even the burial service. All that can be overwhelming. Give me some tips for parents of what you can do while that's going on to help reassure them.
One big tip, aside from the physical reassurance that I just mentioned, is when you're sitting or walking or standing, is to make sure you have parents on either side of the child or children, or close family members or friends who the child or children feel really comfortable with, I should say. And the reason this is important because it's almost like they're being surrounded with this invisible shield of emotional protection. They get comfort because they're drawing from the adult's comfort who's right beside them. So when they're not feeling sure, they might lean on that adult or reach out and touch a hand, or they might look up at them. And it just makes them feel a whole lot better.
All right, Blanca, thank you so much for that advice. You can continue that conversation with Blanca on her Facebook page. It's Blanca Cobb, body language expert.